going. Thank you.
You have been fishing your whole life, haven't you?
I've been fishing with family and friends every summer but one since I was 8.
What are your thoughts on it, like in general? What are your thoughts
for
on the
me,
season?
fun this summer was to be able to fish with family and have everybody on the same boat at the same time. Kind of rare.
Yeah.
So that was fun. This, some of these were close to 100,000 fish sets, and that's just the energy of the fish. Pretty impressive. So that was the fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was super exciting.
Coming together, yeah.
Oh,
What's your name?
okay. Hey y'all. This is Skiffman, Scoop and Sid. Just out here running the little skiff situation in the back. This is my 4th season fishing. I'm a big time set netter out at Outlook Cove, just picking fish every day, all day.
How's it being in the skiff so far? You're about a week in.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's really loud. I feel a lot of horsepower, a lot of responsibility, so much control.
So what's your name?
My name's Talon Lindquist.
Where are you from?
I'm born in Washington, but raised in Kodiak Island. First time on a seiner.
What do you think of it so far?
I love it. I mean, so far it's been a lot of fun, a lot of learning, but something I would probably do again. It's been a great time. We had this opportunity, and of course I wanted to go and try it out, and so far it's been pretty good. It's a pretty good gig.
Right
Not
on.
bad, yeah.
So, what's your fishing career been like?
I went tendering for a couple seasons out in Bristol Bay and around Kodiak, and that was super cool. It's a lot different than seining, so I was stoked to come out and have this opportunity and learn to seine. Yeah, super stoked. Super wet. Oh my god, don't put that.
What do you think of this so far, Baxter?
Well, it's much easier than picking the humpies out of the net.
Where are you from, Baxter?
From Kodiak, Alaska.
Kodiak, Alaska.
Now that you've met the captain and crew, let's get back to preparing for this cost recovery salmon season. Right now, we're just taking the boat from its stall over to Dock 49, where it'll be a lot easier to pull up and put on the boat our last few remaining gear items and some groceries. Groceries are very important when you're heading out fishing. And even though this is a short season, it always feels so good when you finally get everything ready to go.
Skiff is in the water. It's time to untie, JD. We gotta go fishing. It's happening.
Oh my god.
Go for it.
Yeah, and then we'll just, we'll do it too. Yeah.
Clear. And we're off. We actually left town. We're doing it now, people.
We're going seining.
Heading up to Kitoi. We got about a 3.5 hour run ahead of us. And there's some salmon waiting for us to catch them there in the morning.
Kitoi Bay.
I'm going in the skiff with Sydney for this first little bit just to kind of show her how to do things, and then I'm gonna hop on the boat mid-set and show the guys on deck. Channel 6.5. You on channel 6.5?
We got things to do. 1 second.
Good skipping. Look at that. Clip it. All right, Sydney, now pop. You're gonna want to pop the pin right there behind you. Pop it. There you go. All right. You want to make your loops a lot bigger. You want to take up like all this space right here. All right, it's time to purse up the rings. Just waiting for them to come together. Looks like we're gonna have to roll up a little bit. Got some fish in the net. I don't know if you can see it, but they're in there. Oh! All right, good job, guys. Big old sockeye. Look at that. All the lines out of the water and stuff back there. Yeah. Nice job. Not bad for a first sack. Maybe we can take that up to her. Okay, ready for round 2. See if we can get some more. There we go. That first set went pretty smooth. Got all of our gear back, caught a couple fish, and nothing broke, so that was cool. Had to make a couple adjustments on some of the gear. Most of the time we're gonna be fishing way up in the head of this bay, but we wanted to come out here where it's nice and open to kind of try first few sets out here. I'm just gonna put the camera up here on the wheelhouse for you guys so you can kind of see the whole thing, how it's all going down. All right, bye, we'll see you for the set. Set the net out again for the 3rd time today. I don't think I'm really gonna film this one. If anything crazy happens, I'll be sure to let you know, but to be honest, I'm kind of tired of filming this right now. But I might send a line down right now and see if I can catch a rockfish or something. I'll show you that if I catch one. Oh!
Bag going.
There's a first drop down to the bottom right after we made our set, and this thing's given me 2 big runs. Yeah, there you go. All right. There we go. There's a fish and chips. Right on. I've got in a while.
How much do you think it weighs?
Somewhere around 70 probably.
Nice.
It's a lot of good meat that we'll be eating out here.
Yum.
It is day 2 up here in Kitoi, and there's a lot of fish that have moved in overnight. So we are getting ready to make our first set with the bay all to ourselves. All the other boats, it's closed for all of them, and so now it's just us in the bay to do the cost recovery. We got our tender over here standing by, and I'm just driving the Outlook over to tie up to this dock here at the hatchery. It's actually their fish pens, so that it's not in our way while we're hopefully making a big ass salmon set. All right, Outlook secured. Time to hop on the dinghy with Talon. This is pretty cool. So this is all the hatchery pens where they raise the salmon before they release them into the ocean. They live their life, and then they come back here for us to catch them. Yeah! This is Kitoi Hatchery. This is where they do all of the fish hatching. And I just want to show you how many jumpers there are right up here that we're going to try and scoop up. It's pretty crazy how much fish is moving right here. Jumpers all over. Wow, we got Jack Sparrow over here. It's working real good. They're all starting to fall into the net. Always a little tricky tying up for the first time for the season, but we got it. Tender's dropping anchor so that we can stay in position. Sydney is out in the skiff so that she can kind of tow us and keep everything separate. So we got lots of space here. They've got a pump that they're going to put in right here so we can suck the fish out, put it onto that boat. Yes, sir. So we're all tied up now and pumping our fish off to the tender. I'm gonna go up top here and kind of show you what that looks like. I don't really feel like going over there right now. This is the operation. Put us in the pump. Whoop, whoop, whoop. To the back, goes up on the table, down in the hole. So I don't know if you can see it back here, but there is a group of scientists from the hatchery that are taking some samples from these fish. This is their return from, you know, a couple years ago that has come back to the hatchery, and this is like their first chance to get a big sample of the fish that are returning for like the this next year's batch of baby salmon, so which technically are called like fry. That's what's going on there. I haven't talked to them, but I'd like to get over there and ask them some questions at some point. I don't know if I'll do that, but that'd be super cool.
Kitoi Bay Hatchery.
Here
we are. This place was built in 1954. We did 215 million pink salmon, 36 million chum salmon, 850,000 sockeye, and 2.3 million coho. Chum, it's a lot. For pinks, we need about 420,000 fish. So I think to date, you guys have harvested like 290. So we need more than that.
Almost 2 times that.
Yeah. There's one attached to the freight dock and then the bigger one. They come together and form a V. And when the female percentage comes up, I'll be able to open that V and let fish in on the flooding tide. And then I'll close it when the tide goes out. Because you guys probably saw, but it'll dry up in here And so it is closed so fish can't back out, and they'll hang out there. And eventually get 400,000. That'll look like a lot of fish. Basically, this whole area will be, you know, you can walk across it almost.
That's crazy.
It's pretty thick in there. When we spawn our fish, in order to collect the eggs, we have to cut the belly open, and the eggs will all fall out. So the fish obviously dies, and that's okay because they die naturally after spawning. For pink salmon, everything is done on the high tides. So when the tide's high, those fish move up the ladder, but we'll block off the top half of the ladder and collect fish down under these lights. There's a brailer basket that'll be hooked up to a hydraulic system. We'll catch fish right there. And the fish will come up, they'll go up a conveyor that's not set up, and come into this building.
Is that called the love shack?
It's called the spawn shack. Fish will come up, slide through the table. We'll have one person where Sam is and one where I am, sorting the bucks and hens. All the hens go to the outside and all the bucks go right down the middle. Grab a hen, cut her belly open, over a tray, the eggs slide down, and they'll go down these two troughs toward the end. And then over by where Tina is, we'll have one person bucking, and they're basically just squeezing milk out of the fish against the wall there, right there. So they combine and they roll out into buckets. And these buckets have pre-marked lines in them.
That's wild.
So then you've got your eggs and milk in a bucket, and it's kind of all mixed together, but the fertilization won't actually occur until you add fresh water to the mix. And with that, the water kind of signals the egg to open up what's called the micropile, and as soon as that opens, first one in wins.
How many eggs do you think are in a bucket, roughly?
For these, it's like 35,000 eggs in a bucket.
That's a lot of eggs.
Yeah. And in here we do all of our chum salmon incubation. And so we've got 3 rows of these are called no-pat style incubators. We've got 3 rows of them that house all 36 million eggs. No-pat incubators are pretty cool because they reuse the water. It's a trickle-down system. And you can step in here, shine your light in there and see the eggs. There's over there's 336,000 eggs in here, and in each one. No, that's not right. 235. I'm sorry.
So dark eggs wasn't fertilized?
Yeah. So the white eggs did not get fertilized. They're dead and coagulated. The pink ones are live and viable. And I'll actually grab. Let me our chum, and you can see those little tiny black specks.
Yeah.
Are there? That's their eyeball forming. These koi boxes go through volitional outmigration. So basically, we'll see all the fish start swimming up out of the saddles, the substrate, and then when it's time for them to go, we pull a screen out, and those fish will swim out on their own whenever they want down this pipe and into these boxes. All of these boxes are connected in series underground, and they just slowly, the water flows that way. And so all the fish move to the last box, and in that last box, we set up a bunch of fry counters, these tiny little ports, and they go through and it counts all of them. Yep.
That's so cool.
And then they go underground through the yard and down a pipe out by the dock into a pen. And so, yeah, we just check the counters throughout the day and say, you know, if the pin target is 5 million, okay, we hit it, reset all the counters, run out there and flop a hose to the next pin.
So that's roughly in the springtime when they start coming out of
Yep, yeah. So usually in March. So these are our silvers, or coho, our sockeye and coho programs. We will keep those fish for a year and a half. In pinks and chum, we just keep them over winter. And that's because they have different life strategies. Pinks and chum hatch and then they go out to salt water, whereas sockeye and coho spend a year or 2 in freshwater systems, generally the lakes.
In case you missed this during the tour, the fish that we are catching during this season is what pays for the cost to produce the following year's batch of salmon.
major checkpoint achieved. This set right here puts us over our first 1,000,000 pounds.
Just, I mean, they're gonna be like little explosions in
Alright.
your mouth,
Oh
you
my
know?
god. Have you
Here
tried?
we go.
I can't. Yeah. I feel like you'll like
It's
it.
yummy.
Okay. It's my turn. Start with a small amount.
Yeah.
If you like boba tea, you will like it.
I
And
don't like boba tea.
I don't like it either. Proud of you for trying it.
Oh, dude.
It's pretty good.
It's way better than I expected.
There's no fishy taste to it.
No, there's not.
I was like very nervous.
Oh, Dad.
Do that a little bit.
There you go. The nori tastes delicious too.
No, it wasn't bad.
It's yeah, dude.
Probably now that you know a little bit what to expect, you're not so shocked by that. You can just taste it for what it is. But
I think once it's good enough now.
Yeah.